Hey guys, this is Man Shark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 308. Apologies if the quality of the video has changed in any way, shape or form. I've actually upgraded computers. Well, let's start from the start of the story. It's only been about 2, maybe 3 days for you between episodes, but for myself, it has actually been several months. You see, when I had my operation on my neck, I actually had quite a large backlog because, well, why not? I had nothing to do, so I just recorded a whole bunch of episodes. And yeah, I've finally run out of that backlog, so now I have to try and work out where we came up from. I did watch the last episode myself. It's always awkward listening to yourself. But yeah, we just won that war with Canada. So we're going to wait out the truce with them. The truce is going to be only 14 years. I think it was 15 to begin with. Anyway, we're France. Yep, we can change government if we wish to. We don't wish to, because we're trying to save up administrative power. And we're waiting on our truce with Tibet to expire. Once our truce with Tibet expires, we can declare war on Turkestan via proxy, do that thing. However, we're also having some issues with cores, so we might have to just wait on that a little bit. Other points of interest. Great Britain owns Samoa. Somehow. Luckily it doesn't have a very high base tax, so we might still be able to force it out of them in a war. But, well, the next war that we can do with Great Britain is in 10 years. And I don't believe I've got any proxies or anything like that we can use to fuck with them. So, tough, basically. We do have 2 free colonists, so maybe if we... Nope. Not able to fabricate any claims down there. Are we fabricating with Canada? I believe we are. Yep. Do we have a claim on Tibet? We do. We've got a couple of claims on them. How about Turkestan? Yeah, we're good with them. Wonderful. We're also waiting for our truce with Kangaroo here to expire, which will expire in about 7 years. And then we'll just, you know, bitch slap them. And Assam is already a protectorate. Alright, so, as I was saying, as we get started, apologies for as we get started. We've got royal marriages from Delhi, and how we doing? Yeah, we'll take it. As I was saying, apologies for the any change in quality. I've tried my best to measure it back to the appropriate thing, but well, my monitor size has increased by about 2.5 times, so there's that. We should probably get rid of all of these dudes. Take them all out. We're not going to war with Canada for a little while. We do have a plan, as I alluded to at the end of the last episode. I do remember what the plan is. But I'm not looking forward to it. We also don't have the administrative power available to use it. The plan is basically to break truce with Canada, take as much of their shit, break truce with them again, take as much of their shit, and then get them vassaled and give it all back so we don't have to spend on overextension. The issues with this: breaking truce drops you by -5 stability. We can just check that actually. Can we? Yep, -5 for breaking truce. You also get a bit of war exhaustion, but we don't care about that. So, no matter where we are, that would drop us to either -3 or -2. -3 would be better because that's the max. We will have a problem with boosting it because of the overextension and because of the discontent. We would probably need about 400, maybe 600 administrative power to get back to 0. The reason we need to get back to 0, not just for the rebellion risk and all that sort of bullshit, you can't declare war with negative stability. Very important. So we'd get one war, and we would need to make sure that it was the war that was the last one against them. Alright, let's get some military dudes, some siege guys to our armies around here. Because we are about to declare war on good old Turkestan. Actually, I'll take this leader out of there, Len Franco, and give him to these guys, because these guys are going to be the fighters. Now, of course, Turkestan does have, you know, fairly high base tax provinces. They've also got some fairly low ones. And I know we're at a high amount of overextension, but look, we'll deal with it. This will be dealt with. Okay, Turkestan was sabotaging reputation. We lost a few claims on some places in Tibet, so we still have one at least, and good news, our truce expired. Go. These guys should probably get an army or two. Alright, just send them up there, these guys to there, these ones to there. Turkestan have automatically been drawn in because that's how protectorates work. And while I apologise for the quality, I would also like to apologise for more scrolling than probably has happened before, because to try and attain the same level of quality, I'm playing at 1280 by 960 on a 255, you know, a 2550 by whatever, 16 by 9 screen. Luckily, the upgrade to the computer seems to have fixed the crashing issue, or issues. Okay, so he's headed to Sazak. What about that guy? He's going to Tashkent. Can we catch him? 15th, 11th, 14th, 15th. We'll catch that one and we'll just take Samarkand and let those guys sort of fiddle around as they will. Some nationalists. Looks like they rose up and then went away. Oh, we might have enough to core someplace. These guys can go in there and then deal with that, and then that'll be the end of them. Or is there any of these that we've got a claim on? Probably not. That one there, at Mendaga, so we might try and wait for that one. Getting a lot of nice little conversions going on. Good old heretics. Good. Now we'll invest that money because it will actually give us what we just wanted. Beautiful. We're actually about to core Munster as well, which would be very nice. Okay guys, you can all lose your leaders. Okay, so it looks like we just got our claim on Viljanega. So let's fabricate a claim on Mysore. If you're going to make us stick to this goddamn truce timer, we're going to make use of it. Yeah, wow, we really didn't need too much help down here, did we? All of our vassals just rocked up at the basically when we were done with it. Anybody not happy with us? Ming doesn't particularly like us. That's alright, they're a protectorate, so they don't really count. But, you know, I will send them a guy. Please. We do have one diplomatic relationship spare, just in case we need to use it for anything. Oh right, yeah, we're actually doing things over here. I completely forgot about these guys, actually. Good old Tibet. They want to keep him? They can keep him. Not a problem. Okay, so that's Turkestan done, basically. What do we want from Turkestan? We can't fully annex them, which is annoying. We could get them to cancel the Tibetan vassal. I don't actually want them to do that. Or do I? I do. So, what we'll be doing, first of all, let me just see if we can sneak our way through something here. All of the ones that we have claims on, it's 99%. 109. No, I don't think this is going to change too much. No. It was changing a little bit, but not enough that we could get it to happen. So, what we're going to do is reduce Turkestan to the point where we could take it all in the next war, make it a vassal. But we're also going to get it to release Tibet, just to help us out a little bit. And oh, that'll cost us 50 Diplo. Okay, the plan is, first of all, what's our overextension? 84. In a few days it'll actually be 72, so I'm fine with getting 28% overextension. And honestly, I should be fine with getting 40% overextension because Kanara will be done in a few months as well. So 40% is our max, if you will. So what I'm going to do is take some of these shittier provinces. That's their capital there, Singak, but I'll take that one, which is Shajoy. Can I just take this line? That's 78, that's not going to be enough for them. Because I also want them to release Tibet. It's only 24%. Oh, I don't need cam. It's giving us cam because it's all like, hey, what about Tibet? Well, fuck Tibet. You know, I don't particularly want Samarkand because Samarkand will be difficult to core. They can keep Samarkand. What else can we get out of them in the meantime, though? Because nah, nothing worth it. Alright, that's our deal. 24% overextension as well, so well within tolerance. So before we do that, let's have... Oh, and nice and cheap as well. Yeah, get those done. Also, we've got cores on them, so there's that. I'm not going to convert any of those provinces immediately because, well, fuck it. When's our truces now run out? Yeah, the usual sort of 15 years. Oh, less than that actually, less than that. It's 12 years, 12 years. That's fine. Yeah, 96% overextension. Not great, but hey. We're managing. It's good, it's good. Oh, we should probably move our guys out of Tibet. We'll deal with them later. And we actually only need 2 armies up here to deal with Turkestan, so yeah, I'm just gonna move some of these armies down to near Karnataka. Some of them, not all of them, because we are still on rebel suppression duty up here now. Alright, let's get that one converted. Administrative efficiency will also help us with Kannada, so that might be something we also should look at getting. Particularly considering that it's pretty cheap for us. There we go. One of our generals croaked. Not a problem. We've got military power. That's no problem. Now our overextension is really coming down. There we are, 69%. Wink. Oh, some revolutionary scum. Kanara has been caught, so I'm content to send the dude out there. And we'll send a guy out to Gwench as well. Why not? Just wondering if we can do anything to fuck with Great Britain. Just not for the moment. Not for the moment. Just a few possible revolts. Our dudes are all still good. There's not much we can do. Except to fabricate some more claims. So we've got Vijayanagara and Mysore. Let's... diplomatic. Ginji? Yeah, let's get one on Ginji. We're going to try and get one on everything we can because the objective is to drive them down into the dirt. And those are pretty quick core conversions, weren't they? Get them converted to the proper religion. Oh, we still have a mission to conquer Bijapur, which might take us a bit of time. Oh, I suppose we should have moved this army into a threatening position. It's like, oh hey guys, what's going on? Just moving into town. Don't need to worry about anything here, guys. You good? Yeah, they hate us and will never not hate us until we vassalize them. There's a new monarch. That's weird. My mouse just slowed down like hell. Oh, lost to Gotland. Cool. Ah, Ming is at war with China. Sorry. Ming is at war with Tibet because they want Yunnan. Is that this one down here? Yeah. So I'm fine with that. They can do that. They're our protectorates. They're allowed to fight amongst each other, and honestly, I encourage it. It'll be useful for us. Okay, great. Let's get some cores going on here. What are we at? 127. Yeah. We need to core this lot. We've still got the time. Still got the time. And the money, of course. Wow. Must be hitting a speck of dust on my mouse pad or something. Alright, that colony is self-sustaining. Good on it. Are there any other colonies around here that we don't actually own? No, I think that's all of, yeah. It's all of that. Doing that, yeah, so it's basically just this mess down here. Fucking Britain. Oh, now they're in Fiji as well. Alright, yeah, they're colonizing Fiji. Well, I can't stop them. I cannot stop them. I've got an army that could, you know, deal with them afterwards, but right now I just can't do anything about it. Luckily, overseas colonies do not count for much. Good, good. More conversions. Getting at religious unity back up. Heretics converting. Wonderful, wonderful. And that overextension has really come down. One of our generals died. Colony down here. Done. Okay, so that's given us another colonist. Send him to there. Might as well have him doing things. I don't care about coring Urgench too much because Kanata is the important thing. So we need to core them because if we declare war on them, it will stop us from any core progress or starting to spend power on it. So that's an important thing. Somebody must be sabotaging our reputation. That's quite true, they are. But nobody breaks with us because we're awesome. And I think we just finished... Yep. We got cores on all of those 3 places, so... How about Costa? Yeah, put one on Costa. I'm hoping that by separating the capital, it will drive down the prices, basically. Hoping. Good lads. Tell you what, our Imperial authority is sure going up. Be surprised if anyone was voting against this. Yeah, they're all for it. Not that we're going to do it. We'd lose so much bonuses if we did. Well, that was a quick battle. Religious unity. Got a self-sustaining colony, which means... Is that one that the colonist was at? Yep, certainly was. Just convert that one to the proper thing. Oh jeez, I tell you what, some of these places are not going to be happy with us moving in. Let's colonize the Palau Islands. Yeah, good on them. move them back to Monster because there is a risk of a revolution over there. Well, it looks like so there's some British peasants revolting against the establishment. Okay, so there's some sort of ritual involving some kind of balls. So we could gain 10 legitimacy and +1 morale risk, or lose our Inquisitor. I am not willing to lose that Inquisitor. And the reason I'm not willing to lose that Inquisitor is because he's giving us +3 to our admin power, which is very important at this point in time. Tell you what, these British peasants might actually win. Alright, what happened down here? Ah, Ming took all of Tibet. That's fine. No, that's absolutely fine. It was saved as a war. I mean, it was a war that we would have won convincingly with absolutely no issues. But, you know, good on them. Now we just have to deal with Canada, Britain, Turkestan. Oh, and, Kangra. And yeah, that's it. It's kind of, I don't know, it's not really depressing, but, well, interesting. Move this army down to Oxfordshire. If those rebels come into our land, I will destroy them. Looks like the British are just going to wait for them to come at them. Which, you know, it's fair enough. I mean, they are just rebels. They don't have a leader. They're peasants. The British army should defeat them, but they look like they'd like to rely on the river crossing. Which I can understand. Okay, our dude finished fabricating over here. Okay, so let's get one on, what was this one? To Dainadu. Whoops. Go for it, lads. Fairly high base taxes. These ones don't really, but the coastal ones, particularly around the, yeah, this area. We'll manage. And we'll manage because we have to manage. It's more of a British way of saying things than the French way, but you know. Yeah, these guys aren't going to have a great time with it. They're going to have a positive war score at a positive siege tick at some point. There it goes. But they might have to wait a while before they actually get the thing. And they're also not restocking. So they're taking attrition, but they're not able to restock. And that's because they're rebels. What are they going to restock from? They don't have a country. Oh, but they took it. Now we're going to fight the English and lose. Which is a shame, but you know, whatever. They want a replacement, alright. I mean, I guess the good part there is, oh, nice. Thank you. The good part there is that now the British have to sort of expend effort to deal with that. Which they don't really seem to be doing, so... One more month and I'll hit this one up. Come on! There we are, beautiful. They want a replacement. Alright, so that's all of the Carnarvon provinces cored or coring. Which is good, so now... I am going to core Urgench, I think. Let me see. Well, who's got cores on it already? Turkestan do. We're not going to re-release Turkestan as a vassal, so yes, I will core it when we get about 80 administrative power. We've actually got a lot of diplomatic power, so let's just have a little look at that. Yeah, still way too far up for our military and diplomatic tech. Though if we get a military or diplomatic idea tree from our next administrative tech, which we're still debating on whether we should do or not, then it could be quite worth it. Okay, let's fabricate on what, Kashin? Yeah, Cochin. Actually, Malabar first. Then Cochin. And then we'll be in a position to declare war when our truce expires, which it won't do for some time. Okay, Vanuatu is done. Got some rebels over in... Actually, you know, some British peasants over in Fiji. We have a colonist actually arriving there? Oh, Brittany does. We should help them out. Just a little bit. Though we do have a spare colonist that we should send up to Terra Incognita, my ass. Who's got a colonist heading up here? Brittany does. Jeez, Brittany are doing pretty well on the colonization game. Does anybody have Hawaii? Nope. I do want to keep my troops in the area to take on Samoa. And, oh, the British must have lost that. Well, let's definitely get our troops over here then. Where's the boats? Come on. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Some revolutionaries that I just don't care about. Go deal with them. Alright. Very good, and now we'll just sort of sit there, and things will be sweet. We'll be in a position to attack that particular province of Great Britain when the time comes. And we do have some artillery, so it'd be even better. I still can't believe I actually managed to colonize in the Pacific. I want to keep that dude? Sure, I'll keep him. $15 admin power. Awesome, everything's being caught. What am I going to spend diplomatic and military power on though? Buildings, perhaps. Do we have any special buildings that we have not built? Got a march. Yeah, I'll build that one there. Why not? Build some military buildings around here. Yeah. What else is there? Oh, some yearly inflation reduction. I don't think I have to worry about inflation reduction. Just checking to make sure that there isn't anything that can really help us out here. The spy defense, which is, you know, it'd be handy because I'm so pissed off about these spies. But yeah, there doesn't really seem to be too much that we could actually go ahead and do. I'll get some culture change going on though. Yeah, let's get some culture change going on. We'll only bring ourselves down to say 400 diplomatic power. bad way to spend it, actually. Just culture convert a bunch of little places. Ah, one more, what's the harm? There we go. We still have a spare colonist, actually. Forgot about him. Let's kind of be a dick to him and send him off somewhere which isn't going to have too much chance of success, I guess. Like the Solomons. Where in here has not been colonized? Oh, Airborne. That's actually a province in there. You wouldn't believe it. 50 military power, 10 prestige. Let's lose a military power. We've got plenty to spare, and prestige isn't at 100 for some reason. Great, great. And Telangana will be done soon. Call, done, beautiful. Let's pump the speed up a little bit. I want a replacement. Call. Okay, so we're going to have a couple of spare diplomats in a moment. Got some disputed succession in Kannada, apparently. Well, that's interesting. We can't really do anything with it. I mean, the guy's 15 years old, so he's going to have another heir at some point. If only it was Crusader Kings, we could just attack them at this point, because he'd be a new dude. Alright, but what we should do is have a look at our reputations around the place. Everybody is positive. Let's fabricate a claim on Signac then. Britain, how you doing? Support some rebels. Yeah, why not? Nope, won't let us. Okay. Cool. We got some marriageable women in one of our colonies. How many base taxes is that? 1? Oh yeah, we're gonna smash them. Julik has died, so we've just got a whole ton of offers. I don't want any of these, because they're all from, you know, vassal dudes. This has actually opened up a very important thing for us, in that now we would be able to simply vassalize Turkestan, should it come to that. So they won't take it, because of course they won't, we're their rivals. But it is an option. Orleans, Jerusalem. Anybody who's a member of HRE I don't want the royal marriage with. I mean, we've already got plenty, which is great. I believe that's all of our coring done. Yep, certainly is. We're still getting discontent, but we're doing alright. Okay, dude's home from Kannada, so we'll send somebody back there. Where are we? Convert, fabricate, Cochin. Go. We lost our trader. We don't have anybody in the wings that can help us there, but we do have a guy with spy offense, which might help us out a little bit, or a guy with diplomatic reputation. We're upstanding diplomats, aren't we? Aren't we? Guys? We lost our claim against Volga, Bulgaria, it's fine. We've almost maxed out Imperial Authority. Still room for improvement. So yeah, we're coming up to this, which will be great. We're doing that. After we buy ourselves another general. Okay, Canada's just finished doing so. No, what was that? Signac. Okay. Are they in a coalition against us? Yeah, they are. Idiots. Oh yeah, let's raise taxes in YOLO. Because, after all... YOLO. We're close. There we go, alright. Our statesman has just died. That's a shame, because we just fucking hired him. But now we have a +3 colonial governor. Global tariffs, not that important to us. I'm here for the +3. How's our revolt risk? That's fine. Alright, let's go constitutional ideas. Alright, so that's excellent. Next one, not so much, but it's fine, we're not going to take that. Now, the national decision has become available. We can construct the Kiel and Suez canals. So the Suez Canal is this one here. That one is very good. We can't do Panama because we don't own Panama. And the Kiel Canal is some shitty one through Holstein here. It's so fucking ridiculous. We're going to do the Suez Canal though. Yep, so now you can cancel it at any time, but we're not going to. We're fine. Having a quick look through the policies. We're fine now. Okay, that's great, and I'm going to tell that one to fuck off and never tell us that one. Same with that one. Now we can choose another idea group. So, is there anything that will help us that isn't to do with administrative to reduce the effects of, what do you call it? I don't think there is. To reduce the effects of overextension or coring. No, I think those are all here. Yeah, adaptability, minus 25%. We're not going to take that. We're just not going to be able to take that. Well, let's go maritime ideas. I think that's what we need for some of those, for the thalassocracy and for privateers. Yeah, let's do that one. I've never done maritime ideas before actually, so it's yearly naval tradition, combat ability, ship repair, force limits, ship costs, naval leader maneuver, blockade efficiency, and we'd be able to repair in coastal sea zones. We get more morale. More policies for more morale, more force limits, better fighting. It's basically fighting around the world sort of thing. Let's do it. Yay! And let's unlock as many of these as we can. So that'd be 1. Beautiful. So now our yearly naval tradition actually is increasing. Army tradition is falling because we've stopped fighting people. Ironically. That's fine though. But no, that's really good. Excellent. Yeah, so we'll just pump up a few of those as we go. Okay, so the Suez Canal will be done 91 days earlier than expected. Do we have a timer of it actually? There it is. So the great project, the Suez Canal, will be completed on the 7th of July 1801. And it will let us travel between the Palestinian coast and the Gulf of Suez. It's, like, in the real world, this was such a critical thing as well. Because, well, it's just, 88 days earlier. Great. Because traveling around the Cape of Good Hope, let's just say it was, named somewhat ironically, I believe. And just get our last fabricate claim in on there. Maybe they're not actually doing too bad, which is a little weird. Whole bunch of cultures, because we did that. Lose 1 stability or lose 20 army tradition. I'm fine with losing the tradition instead of a stability. Stability is too important for us right now. It needs to stay at 0. Oh, come on. Better just put an army dude in charge here. There we go. Yeah, looks like they got Essex back. And does this count as my land down here because Brittany? Yep, certainly does. So we'll give them a siege leader. And just park our boat in there. Fucking Britain. Very irritating that they did that. Okay, 10 prestige or +1 base tax. Why has our prestige gone down of recent times? We just got our claim there for free, basically. Let's up our maritime ideas. So we need to have completed it, correct? Yes. Shouldn't be too hard. So, Yeah, we've got more than 40 total base tax, so they can't actually be vassalized. Don't worry, it'll come, it'll come. Invest for money. We've got free diplomats. That's ridiculous. And nothing to use them on. Nobody dislikes us enough for me to care. None of the colonies have a high enough liberty desire because we are magnanimous. Okay, that's a self-sustaining colony down here. We could put someone in this one. I mean, I guess. Oh, and these little bastards took Guam as well? What are you doing? Oh, I hope somebody beats the shit out of their colonists. I really do. Like so. Oh, and Micronesia. Wow. Okay, do we have more boats somewhere around here? Like more travel boats? Frigates. Are you travel boats? Yes! Good lads. Come on down to that place. You guys can come down as well. Gonna have to do a bit of Highland hopping to deal with Great Britain when the time comes. Which it is rapidly approaching. I mean, Kangaro's about to get fucked. Okay, so we either lose 100 Diplo power or 173 days later. We'll lose the Diplo power. It doesn't matter at this stage. And again, exact same thing. Luckily, minus 100 is the worst you can do. Hey, is our truce up yet? Sure is. Hey, little buddies. Overseas expansion. Off we go. Yeah, you're fucked. You are straight up utter fucked. I'm not even going to slow down the timer. Come on. Take the place. And I will take it. I'm not going to protectorate or anything stupid like that. Admin or Diplo? Admin. We need so much administrative power. On that note, when do we get max level of that? 29, so that's quite a distance away. Not worth going for. I want to take it. Ugh. I want to keep the dude, no worries. Take it. Thank you. Okay, my friends, it's a full annexation. Oh, and, coincidentally... Okay, so that's the administrative one. We're not taking that yet. I thought it was going to be military, to be honest. But it isn't. Okay, they have accepted the generous peace offer. It will cost us 8 administrative power. And they're already Protestant. Who's next on the shit list? Great Britain! Well then, Great Britain. Well, this should be fun. When is it? 23rd of September, 1795. Ah, yeah, let's up our prestige a little bit. No worries. We do still have a spare colonist that I forgot about. Might just keep him on idle watch for the moment. Come on, get in here. This one. Great Britain own Midway Island. You pricks. I'm going to send a guy here just to stall them off for a few years. It'll work. Almost at 100% Imperial authority. That's amazing. Lose another 100 diplomatic power, of course. Why not? Julich, nope. Is that place called yet? Getting there. I'll take a bit of time because we didn't really have a claim on it, I think. French revolutionaries in Lothian. Yeah, go up there and practice on them. And in Nadim. Georgia, fuck off. Still room for improvement. Battle of Lothian was a success, of course it was. We actually have too much military power. Ironically. Let's see, buildings. Anywhere that has a level 1 fort must have a level 2 fort. Just do Siberia for now because we are near to getting another level of military tech as well. Just 3 nations left. And us. 3 nations left for us. Getting a lot of his admin tech. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. Wow. Alright, this is going to be an issue. The questionable rule of Adelhard II, the population's strive for liberty and the desire for enactment of enlightened ideals has spurred a revolution that seems all but unavoidable. The common people have united, thank you, and taken to arms in an attempt to topple the government, thereby initiating one of the bloodiest revolutions of our time. Vive la Revolution. We just lost 6 stability. Max stability loss. We're getting +2 local revolt risk and 88 revolutionary regiments in München and 36 in Cape. Problem with Cape is it's all the way down here. We do have an army at least. I will send down to deal with them. Ugh. Free stability, that's huge. I'm actually going to buy that immediately off. Done. Good thing we have that admin power, huh? Fuck's sake. Now, 88. Gonna have to combine some regiments. Luckily, they're only led by a 1-4. Where's one of our best commanders? This guy. Get out of that army, Peter. Because somebody needs to have the utter fucking shit kicked out of them. These guys. We'll gather up in Treviso. It's probably the best place to do it. March over the mountains and deal with it. We will lose some in the march over the mountains, but that's fine. Okay, that. Let's just... No, keep it going. I want to deal with this before the end of the episode. Okay, the government's inept inability to cope with a national crisis has allowed new insurrections to spring up. Population is demanding the immediate dissolution of the current administration and is determined to achieve that goal at any cost. 32 revolutionary regiments in Iraqi Arab, or we lose 20,000 ducats. We get disorder until the end of liberalism, which gives us +2 national revolt risk. Where the fuck is liberalism, then? Is it this one? Yeah, the aspiration for liberty. So that's another... You know what? I will take the 32 revolutionary units. That is completely fine for me, because I'm just going to get this guy, come over here, pick up some troops, and we'll take care of them. Fuck off, metal pad. Good thing is that we've got enough of a fort level here to sort of hold these dudes off for a bit. Alright guys, march on up. Head up to Salzburg first. Okay, and we're gonna get 20 more in Zazau. Where's Zazau? Ugh. Really? Alright. Deal with them. I was wanting Cape going. Cape may fall, actually. I hope it doesn't, but it might. Hopefully our troops can get there in time. And yeah, it's a very good thing that we didn't do this bullshit, like do the Canada bullshit while we were waiting for this to happen. We won the Battle of Zazau, by the way. We need to lose 100 admin power. We'll delay the Suez Canal for that. And we won that battle. Thank fuck. Lost a claim on Essex, so we need to get that one back up. That means that our truce here has run out. So let me just fabricate that claim. Okay, come on. Dealt with the rebels down here, right? Yep, beautiful. You guys can sit there. Get rid of that. Do we have any other rebels? We do in Iraqi Arab. Deal with them, please. Beautiful. You can head back down here. Alright, good. We're on top of the little rebellion situation, and honestly, we don't have too much to worry about. We don't have a dude who can help out with that. But that's fine, because it's been about an hour, so that's the end of the episode. Time to see if it actually recorded properly, at least. So, well, it's been a while. I don't actually remember what I normally say. I do have a bit of it written down, but yeah, leave a comment, give it a like, subscribe it if you want to see more. And I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.